develops inside and out. Second free throw goes down as well.
Christina Rice back in for Johnson, so we'll have to see if that's it for her, because Millikin's still playing for postseason spot. And so if you're Coach Hammer, Sarah Bali checks out. You got to take a similar approach to Coach Smith, where you don't want anything happening over the last 6:25 in a 40-point game that jeopardizes your chances over the next 2 games, or potentially if you get a shot at that conference tournament.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Health is the #1 priority here now with a 40-point game with 6:10 to go. Trying to get out of this one with everybody healthy.
Myers on the hook.
And she's had an excellent 4th period here, coming off the bench, doing a really nice job inside, and good job by the rest of the team feeding her the basketball.
A career high of 7. First on Feeney as Maggie Schrag checks is in. The 6'2 sophomore from Greece, Illinois.
Replacing Emily White.
And right now in the CCIW, you really have 6 teams battling it out for 4 spots. Millikin definitely going to be one of them as they get an easy layup down low. But interesting to see how that will all play in and who's going to make that 6-team field in the CCIW tournament. And ultimately who's going to be able to have those home games. But absolutely nothing decided there.
Off the head of Tellis, and that's the difference, Joel, between having your season continue, having a home game, and there are a couple of giant slayers in the CCIW. You got North Central, who nearly knocked down Illinois Wesleyan. They beat Carroll. You got Elmhurst, who was tight with Illinois Wesleyan and Carroll, 3-ball from Epps. Then you got Carthage, who took down the Titans and played tight with Carroll. So I'm sure both the Pioneers and the Titans are also watching those games thinking, okay, how are these matchups going to stack in terms of the bracket alignment?
Yeah, absolutely, and it's going to be tight the rest of the way, no doubt about that.
Second chance, Ermeling with the roll.
Basket by Hannah Ermeling.
Millikin will head home for their last 2 contests of the year. And so, they'll be at Wheaton on Wednesday, and then they've got Carthage coming up as well. So an interesting finish for them.
Those are 2 big ones, both with teams who are in the race. So Millikin can control what they can control.
And certainly a couple of wins there. Will be in the CCIW women's field. A pretty good chance they'll be hosted.
Jacob with the miss, Rice with the snare. Approaching 4 minutes to play. Titans in cruise control to a share of the regular season title. Out of bounds.
Media.
And that brings us to the media timeout. And now let's take an opportunity to focus on the seniors who've already gotten their curtain call to show how much these players mean to this program and what they can bring from just a numbers standpoint. I'm not even including what they bring on and off the court in terms of their vocals. Mallory Powers, 930 career points, 531 boards, 182 assists, a 2-time CCIW Player of the Week, was an all-conference selectee last year. We saw what she could do from beyond the arc, but the Amboy native coming in and choosing Illinois Wesleyan over a couple of other CCIW schools and being a spark plug for the Titans.
Yeah, and certainly a really good inside-outside player. That's been the real key for her. And every single one of the players that Coach Smith has brought in is also tailored to how Illinois Wesleyan wants to play. Boy, Mallory does a nice job defensively. They ask her to do a lot. Defend inside, defend outside, and also do the same thing on the offensive end.
Her running mate, Kate Palmer, over 1,000 career points, second-team All-CCIW a season ago, 2-time academic All-Conference. Mentioned in her senior day ceremony, her 2 iconic shots up at Whitewater, and then the half-court heave here against North Central. Handles the point, but one thing about KP is her vocal nature in practice. You got a little glimpse of it during the Carroll game when they were down 18 looking for a spark. She provided that. and she's done a great job in that regard. We'll take a look at the other two at the next stoppage.
And again, Kate Palmer, another player that does really well out in the full court. You use her in pressure in those full court situations. Does a really nice job in the run and jump, and another really good inside-outside player as well. Attacks the rim well, shoots the basketball from the outside. So again, another player like Mallory Powers that's able to be able to spread the floor, and they really do a nice job of playing to their strengths.
Katie Knudsen, over 600 points, nearing 700 with her 12-point outing today. D3 Hoops Team of the Week in December of 2023, also the Respect Award winner.
They asked her to play a lot of post defense, and that is going to be a key the rest of the season. Can they handle those big post players? And they asked Katie to do that a lot. So she kind of gets that chore down in the painted area, but also a player that can get out in the full court, can spread the floor a little bit for you, so really matches up with some of those guards and forwards they've got.
Came in as a 2-guard from Edwardsville and has played every spot, the 2, the 3, the 4, and this year more than ever, the 5.
Yeah, they asked her to play quite a bit of post defense, and Illinois Wesleyan does not have a tremendous amount of size. They've got speed, quickness, shooting, a lot of those things, but not a tremendous amount of post size. And so they ask her to do a lot of defending that inside play.
And of course, there's one more senior left to take a look at. And with 3 minutes on the clock, Joel, we'll run out of time.
Well, Lauren Huber has had an outstanding career. There's no doubt about it. And it's a career that started early. I mean, thrown in the fire right away as a freshman, playing heavy minutes right away as a freshman. Asked to do a lot over the last 4 years. But talked about it earlier, the model of consistency. You know what you're going to get from Lauren every single night out. Plays inside, plays outside. And, boy, she's done just a tremendous job for Maya Smith's program.
Lippick too short. Huber with today's game, over 1,600 career points, over 800 rebounds, over 200 assists, 4-time D3 Hoops Team of the Week, 7-time CCIW Player of the Week, multiple All-American honors from numerous publications around the country. And then also with a lot of these seniors, you have the academic honors. Huber, an academic All-American, the rest academic all-conference, and on pace for potential academic all-American honors at the end of this season.
Just an outstanding job. And as you mentioned with Lauren, I mean, it was from the very beginning, seemed like the opening tap her freshman year, she was seeing heavy minutes on the floor. That doesn't happen very often here at Illinois Wesleyan that a freshman's going to play that much, but boy, she was in the contest right away and just has been an outstanding, consistent player for Maya Smith now for 4 years.
On Wednesday, she'll have the opportunity to become the program's all-time leading scorer, inching closer and closer to Tracy Butler. And then you have the accomplishments that during this group's time at Illinois Wesleyan that they've been able to accomplish together as a team. Brief score update from around the CCIW. Carroll with a dominant win over Augustana. So no outright today for the green and white. That'll have to happen on Wednesday. Dudley, Huber with the tap. As a group, not including this year, over 4,000 points, 2,000 rebounds, 2 approaching 3 in just over a minute CCIW regular season titles. They won the tournament in 2022. 2-time NCAA tournament participants.
And going to be 3-time here before this is all said and done. Boy, the Clayton women in a great spot to secure a bid. Does a nice job inside, and a little screen and a rollback that time for the Big Blue. Just couldn't finish down inside and head to the line. Chance for a couple of free throws here as Bella Dudley, the 5'8 junior, will get to the line.
However, the accomplishments I listed, the thing with this group is they're so forward-thinking. And with the celebration that's going to take place in 1 minute and 17 seconds, it's not a checkbox item because obviously it's huge to claim a share of the regular season title. It's magnificent and is a lot to host the conference tournament on your home floor in front of your home fans. But for this group, it's a box that's checked. It's their first of many goals that they aim to accomplish before this year is out.
Well, that's what happens. You have an experienced team, though. A team that's been there, done that with conference championships, but also a team that has also experienced second-round losses a couple of times in their careers and certainly would like to advance upon that. But right now, I think for Illinois Wesleyan, it's going to be one game at a time. And as a 3-ball up and knocked down that time as Hannah Ermeling, 5'10 sophomore, knocks one home for Millikin. But it's going to be one game at a time and one section at a time. Finish the regular season strong here, claim that conference tournament championship outright. Going to the conference tournament, focus on that, and kind of leave everything else behind until you get there.
Myers with the miss. Millikin has outscored the Titans 19-6 in this fourth quarter. So that's definitely something to take on the bus ride home if you're Coach Hammer heading into next week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and still very much in the hunt right now. This is going to drop them to 500 in the CCIW. Shot from the corner, no good that time, and they've got a couple big games, as we mentioned, coming up for them with Wheaton and Carthage. Is going to really decide where their season's going to go here as it finishes out.
Lamb over half court, and the Titans send the seniors out in style with a share of the CCIW regular season crown, and they send out invitations to the Titan faithful for the conference tournament 2 weeks today in the 309.
Congratulations to Illinois Wesleyan, conference champions, and certainly a lot more to play for the rest of the year. This is something to celebrate. You got to take every single moment, no matter what it is. You got to celebrate those moments as a team. The accomplishments that you have. It's the CCIW regular season. Of all of the things that you win, it's the biggest grind of all of them. You got to go to everybody's home floor, get everybody on your floor. So it really is an accomplishment to be able to win that. Sometimes tournaments and one-and-done tournaments, ball bounces here, bounces there, kind of changes things. But to win a conference championship in the regular season, that's where the grind happens, and it is quite an accomplishment.
Now to Ben Alcine for the trophy ceremony.
13-1 in the CCIW.
13th CCIW victory has assured them of at least a share of the conference title and hosting of the CCIW tournament. At this time, we'd like you to direct your attention to the floor for the trophy presentation. For the 2025 CCIW Women's Basketball Championship Trophy, at this time we ask Illinois Wesleyan's captains to step forward and receive the championship trophy from Athletic Director Mike Wagner. The Titans have won a share of the regular season title. Congratulations to Illinois Wesleyan, the 2024-25 CCIW Women's Basketball Regular Season Champions.
For the second straight year on senior day, the Titans get it done on their home floor, hoisting the trophy. Joel, briefly before we're joined by Coach Smith and Mallory Powers, your thought on the ballgame?
Yeah, and certainly this one got away from Millikin early. Illinois
unofficial scoring totals first for the Big Blue of Millikin, who are now 8-15.
It was 14-10. Next thing you knew, it was 44-10, a 30-0 run by Illinois Wesleyan. And that was the margin that pretty much was kept. It got all the way up to close to 50 points in the second half, and the Titans cruised from there.
A quick 30 seconds, then Mallory Powers hops on IWSports.com.
Emily Bernison, 3.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care. from general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
Ava Bardick, 2. King Palmer, 7.
Post-game at the Shirk Center, Matt Sossler alongside our player of the game, Mallory Powers. In double figures, again, the 3-ball going for you, again, against the Big Blue. Take me through the ball game.
Yeah, so, I mean, it was really good atmosphere. Like, what a day. I mean, you start off with senior day and recognizing 4 great seniors that have had an incredible career here. So, you know, we have a lot on the line. And, you know, all of the younger classmen, you know, they came out and decorated for us last night, and it's truly remarkable of all the support the community came and gave us today. I mean, and what a win for us. I mean, I think we came out and we played team basketball. We don't care who scores. I mean, the dynamic was great. Our R&J was great. Our R&J led us to all these transition points, and it was really a good win today.
I'm not going to tell you how long it took the underclassmen to decorate the gym, but being a senior, having a trophy ceremony on your home court on senior day, what did that mean to you and your other 3 seniors? Yeah,
I mean, it means a lot to us. I mean, I think that this was one of our small goals since the beginning of the year, and it feels really good to accomplish that goal. I mean, you know, we started off way back to the first Hope tournament. You know, we got to get 2 wins first, and then, but our first and ultimate goal was to be regular season champs and host the CCIW tournament. And today on senior day, I mean, what better day to do it on?
The senior day ceremony, you have your parents, the rest of the seniors' parents showing up, wearing your jersey, your parents in particular.
Yeah.
Not only showing up to every single game, but they get there before I do.
Oh, yeah.
And I beat the bus there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's my dad. I mean, he's done it since my brother was in high school, and it's just what he does. I mean, he never shows up late to anything. He's always an hour early. He's got a routine, and he's never going to change it. So, I mean, watch out because he's one way on his routine, and don't get in the way of it. But, no, I mean, it's truly awesome to have the support from them. And, you know, I love seeing them here an hour early for us. But, I mean, what a good way for us seniors. And our parents have helped us so much throughout our journey, and we are so grateful to have them in our lives.
You clinch a share of the CCIW regular season title. You have a chance on Wednesday to claim it outright, something that the senior class, they've done a lot.
Yeah.
They have not claimed a CCIW championship all to their own in the regular season. What's it going to take to get it done on Wednesday in Naperville?
Yeah, I mean, North Central's a really good team. I mean, they gave us a battle here, and they just gave Carroll a battle, and you know, we're going to be really locked in. I thought our defense was good, and our defense has just got to keep converting to every single game and get those offensive points for us, get out early, get up early, and really pressure them, but we really got to be ready to go on Wednesday for sure.
Matt Sossler alongside Mallory Powers putting up double figures on senior day. Mallory, congrats on the win, and go celebrate.
Oh, thank you so much. Go Titans.
Coach Smith when we come back on IWSports.com.
When competition for the best jobs is fierce, how do you set yourself apart? Experience? An education? Yes, but not just any education. At Illinois Wesleyan, we prepare graduates who break through the noise, who run the boardroom, the classroom, the lab, the stage. The best college for jobs in Illinois is right in your own backyard. Reach further, dream bigger, and break through at Illinois Wesleyan University.
Post-game at the Shirk Center, Matt Sossler alongside head coach Maya Smith. And coach, when we spoke on Tuesday, I ended the interview with, you have a chance on senior day with this senior class to hoist a trophy against your rival on your home court. You didn't just do that. You signed the check in the first quarter. Take me through this ballgame.
Oh my gosh, they were so ready for this ballgame. You could just feel their energy, and you could feel their focus in the first part of we were down in the locker room. That was really good.
The senior day ceremony, you talk about balancing those emotions from honoring these 4 outstanding players to refocusing and getting into the game, and there was no doubt.
Yep. I thought they came back out on the floor, after having walked out with their parents for the final time. Hopefully we're going to be hosting some more games now. We're really excited about that, but it certainly is, a mental toughness for them to know that what's happened is now 4 years of really great success and work and fun times, and now we got to put it back out on the floor, continue to work and continue to push and get what we want out of it. And I thought they did a great job with that tonight.
We'll dive into that in just a moment, but these 4 seniors, Lauren, Katie, KP, and Mallory, I mentioned their accolades. There's so many I forget them. What do the 4 of them mean to this program?
Do not make me cry, Matt. I miss them every day. I think about, their 4 years that have been here, and I'll go back all the way to their freshman year. Brooke Lansford, after a couple days of pickup right when school started, she came up and she said, "Coach, I want to play with those 4 freshmen." And I'm like, okay. So we put them in there, let her play with them, and everything they've done so far has just been beautiful and so successful. And those girls work so hard. I mean, they are the epitome of what I think a Titan women's basketball player should be.
And moving on to North Central, well, before we do that, you lock up a share of the CCIW regular season crown. You get to host the conference tournament here at the Shirk in front of another packed house. What's that going to be like in 2 weeks?
Oh, so fun. I mean, just look at our crowd. This is electric. It doesn't get much better than this, to be able to play in the Shirk Center and to have so much support. I mean, and even the families that came out today for our seniors, that was just unreal.
You got North Central on Wednesday, a chance to claim the title outright, something that these seniors have not done during their time at Illinois Wesleyan. We saw a couple weeks ago the Carroll game, high emotion, bleeding to Carthage. How do you avoid that heading into Naperville?
I don't think I have to do anything. I think they already know. Carroll was a hard lesson to learn. Carthage was a hard lesson to learn. The fight against Carroll, that's who we are. We've got that type of fight in us. But we just got to play sharper from the beginning like we did today. So let's put the end of Carroll's game and the start of this game together, and people in the conference cannot beat us.
Matt Sosler alongside, now for the second year in a row, CCIW champion head coach Maya Smith. Coach, congrats on the win, the title, honoring the seniors. Thanks so much for the time.
Appreciate it, Matt. Hi, Grandma Felina.
We'll wrap up the program briefly when we come back on IWSports.com. Wrapping up from the Shirk Center before the Titan men get underway with their contest. Matt Sosler taking a look at some final scoring totals from this contest. Mallory Powers with 18 points and 7 rebounds. Lauren Huber 17 and 9. Katie Knutson 12 and 5. Sarah Bali 11 and 6 for the green and white. For Millikin, it's Emily White with 10. Nicole Johnson with her second half effort closed with 16. The Titans clinch a share of the CCIW regular season title and hosting rights for the conference tournament in a couple of weeks. However, up next for them, they try to claim it outright when they take on North Central on Wednesday, a team that they only won by 5 against here at the Shirk on January 11th. For our entire crew, including our 2 seniors, Dylan Meyer and Caleb Himes, Katie Gonzalez and the entire athletic communications staff, Tyler Wilson and our entire streaming crew, and Joe Swanson, I'm Matt Sosler. We'll chat with you on Wednesday. The men's contest coming up right after this on IWSports.com.